Hello and welcome to Everyday Tarot, your daily dive into the divine wisdom of the tarot. I'm your host, Camille A. Saunders, healer, tarot enthusiast, and your local witch next door, and today I'm talking about the Three of Cups. Whether you're a seasoned tarot reader or just starting to explore, this podcast offers daily insights, intuitive messages, and practical advice drawn from the cards. Each episode is designed to help you connect with your inner wisdom, find clarity in your decisions, and tap into the energy of the universe. Tune in every day, Monday through Friday, for fresh perspectives and empowering guidance from the tarot as interpreted by me. If you love the show, the best way to support it is by listening daily, leaving a review, and subscribing or following in your favorite podcast app. If you want to support the podcast monetarily or get some monthly hangouts, tarot Q&As, individual readings, and more, you can join the Everyday Tarot Patreon family. If you're local to the greater Puget Sound area, you can check out my Let's Talk Tarot meetup group for the latest event postings to see me in person. If you're not local to my area, you can join me for a virtual tarot card creation event on Friday, June 20th at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I'll give you a list of recommended supplies. We'll meet online and I'll walk you through the process of creating your own cards. Get the date on your calendar now and be on the lookout for the sign-up page coming soon. If you're interested in my free PDF with the 2025 5-card tarot spread I created just for you at the beginning of this year, you can get that by joining my newsletter list. And finally, if you don't already know, I'm a sex and relationships therapist seeing clients virtually all over Washington State. I love working with queer, poly, and witchy clients. If you'd like to work with a therapist that doesn't judge you and helps you learn how to deal with anxiety, chronic pain or illness, communication issues, self-advocacy, and sex, please head to my website and book a free consultation now. You can find the links for any of these offers in the show notes or on my website, CamilleASaunders.com/everydaytarot, in addition to the images of the cards I pull. All right, so welcome to Season 9, where I'm talking all about the Suit of Cups, going through each card one per episode. If you haven't listened to my other seasons yet, you can check those out. Season 1, I talked tarot basics. Seasons 2 and 3, I went through the major arcana. Season 4, I talked about tarot and pop culture. Season 5, tarot spreads. And Season 6, the Suit of Wands. Season 7, the Suit of Pentacles. And Season 8, the Suit of Swords. So we are talking about the final suit now, here in Season 9, about the Suit of Cups. If you want to hear an episode dedicated to an overview to the Suit of Cups, you can check out episode 38. And today I'm talking all about the Three of Cups. So images or symbols associated with this card. So if you have a tarot deck, go ahead, take it out and look through and find your Three of Cups. There's often like collaboration, community. Often there's three women depicted in some sort of community here. As I'm looking at my decks in front of me, in the Sacerobito Tarot deck by Stasia Burrington, we have three women that are sort of embracing each other, like in a line. We see hearts, like tattooed on their shoulders. We have this rainbow above them. Each person kind of looks different. We see multiple colors of skin tone and hair. And again, there's this sort of like community or an embracing aspect. In the Anima Mundi Tarot deck by Megan Weirer-Wenden, we see three harbor seals like playing together in the water. Because the suits card is associated, or the cups card is associated with water, all of the Anima Mundi Tarot deck cups cards are all like water animals. So here we have, again, like three seals playing together, and then we have three cups in sort of an ascending order at the bottom. But again, they're all looking at each other. Some of them are touching, and they look like sort of playful. There's like a lightness to the card. And then finally, in the Therapist Who Tarot deck, prompts by Drea Bloom and images by Rebecca Bloom, we see three sort of like humanoid figures, like in the distance. They each have a cup above their head. They're depicted in this dark blue color, which in this particular deck, all of the cups cards are this like dark or navy blue coloring, and they have a border on the card as well. The word associated with it is community. And this deck has reflection questions on the back. So it says, what disturbs your peace? What brings you peace? And what is your relationship with prayer? So again, it's sort of about finding, your own community, whether that's with other people and spirituality, things in your relationship, being connected. In the back of the Therapist Who Tarot card, we have sort of like a yellow watercolor at the top of the card and like a blue or gray at the bottom. And then I almost get this like image of like a face as we like look out, but I don't totally know if that is intentional or if I'm just seeing that there. In the Library of Esoterica, tarot book by Taschen, they talk about that the Three of Cups is all about momentum, abundance, and energy. The Three of Cups connotes plenitude, healing, union, and victory, and often indicates time for sharing and communal spiritual growth. I love that. So again, it's sort of this like spirituality aspect, but also community, and then growing, right? We have, again, like this lightness to the card. In the Tarot and Astrology book by Corinne Kenner, they talk about that the Three of Cups is associated with Mercury in Cancer. It says it's been a good year. After a mild spring and a temperate summer, 3 women have gathered to celebrate a bountiful harvest. This is often what's depicted on the card. After a glass or 2 of wine, they also divide the yield, all in the spirit of Mercury, the god of commerce and exchange. It says the Golden Dawn designers of this card called Mercury in Cancer the Lord of Abundance, because the planetary energy is focused on material exchanges and stockpiles. Mercury is the natural ruler of Gemini and Virgo, who benefit from his expertise in business communication. Cancer welcomes this expertise too. Cancer is the sign of home and family life and maternal figures that rule the sign. So we have the Cancerian charioteer on her ruling planet, and then the moon, recognizing the importance of maintaining a healthy store of provisions for the long, cold months of winter. It says the moon's influence is subtly reinforced in the imagery of this card. Most versions of the Three of Cups feature 3 women. The trio is easy to identify as the 3 faces of the goddess, Maiden, Mother, Crone, who are reflected in the ever-changing face of the moon. Every month, the moon itself embodies the 3 stages of womanhood as it cycles from waxing to full to waning. Some tarot readers compare the 3 women in this card to the 3 fates, the mystic sisters who know every man and woman's destiny from the moment of their birth. Mercury does rule sibling relationships, and he could have certainly had a hand in the 3 sisters' celebration. It says in a tarot reading, the 3 of Cups often represents a successful harvest, a celebration, a reward for effort and hard work, and prosperity to last through the winter months. In the Fearless Tarot book by Elliot Adam, they talk about that the 3 of Cups is about personal charisma. It says it often portrays the famous 3 graces from Greek mythology. The graces are goddesses of charisma. It's said that wherever they walked, flowers sprang up and joy and laughter abounded. The graces, also called charities, each stood for attributes you can embrace to elevate your personal energy, transforming it from depressive to jubilant. We get our word charisma from the 3 charities. Charisma is the magical energy that makes others like you. Charisma is a gift all of us can develop. Anyone can increase their personal charisma by embracing their authenticity, lightening up, and bringing positive energy to others. Does the energy in your environment feel bogged down? Do you feel too distracted by stress to even think about lightening up? Did you know that you can lighten up your environment by embracing your own charismatic energy? Again, we say the 3 of Cups depicts the 3 graces in their unique colors. So again, often you see like a variation of color in the card. Red, white, and gold, which in the Sasarabito tarot deck, I do believe that that's sort of what they're depicting there. It says the names of the graces are Euphrosyne, Aglalia, and Talia. Let's see here. All right, so that's where we'll end there. So I am going to, let's dive into the cards have to say today on this topic of charisma, community, spirituality, and sort of connection to, self and also spirit and also other people here. So I'm pulling from the Citadel, a Fantasy Oracle by Fen Inkwright today. And how can we embrace our more charismatic side? How can we be in community with ourselves, again, with spirit, and with other people, which again is that sort of like triad. Again, like we see depicted on the card, right? Can also be, I didn't say this in any of my books, but sort of that mind, body, spirit idea that we sort of have to find balance in all of those things. All right, so let's see. I pulled the Muse, generosity and naivete. Okay, I like it. It's like a red card. Most of the cards are black and white with some small accents, but this one has quite the red tone to it. Okay. And I feel like the muses are like the other sort of uh, similarity to the graces or like the three women, right? These fates, this idea that we sort of have these different parts of self that get embodied this way. So I did pull it upright. Oh, and also it has wine on it, which is like in the Three of Cups card. So it says laughter, flowing wine, the sound of someone playing the lyre. Sunshine streams into the square, bathing a gathering of dancing youths in its warmth. The muse doesn't see the world as it is, but rather its potential, and dreams of a life of peace and equality. Never short of a song or a toast, the muse is an optimist and a lover, always ready with a kind word and a spare cup of wine. Now is the time to look beyond the bad news and embrace a little of the dreamer's spirit. Any situation can be improved with hard work, but it also needs optimism, belief in the potential for a better outcome, especially if others believe in it too. Being jaded is for the world weary. Embrace positivity instead. So again, this is very much in line with the celebration, right? Like the literal and metaphorical enjoying of wine with other people, right? Having a spare cup for other people that come around, right? Sharing, collaboration, and everything on here. And as I look at the cups, there's actually three cups on this muse card as well. And one has like the lyre or like the kind of like small harp, the musical instrument. One has a pomegranate and one has a bird, like maybe like a crow on it. So that's just also kind of interesting. It makes me think again of the like maiden, mother, crone idea or the like triple faces of the goddess. All right, so links for the tarot decks I talk about will always be in the show notes and on my website if you'd like to look at them or purchase them. And thanks for joining me today in Everyday Tarot. Just as a reminder, the podcast comes out daily, Monday through Friday for all of 2025. You can email me, me@CamilleASaunders.com with your thoughts, questions, and more. See you soon. Bye-bye.